Good morning, everyone. It's Christina, and today I'm going to do something a little different. Today I want to take this lariat rope and make it into a wreath. And I've been sitting here trying to play around with the little picks that I have picked up. My husband had this lariat rope just laying around, and I wanted to make it into a wreath. So I'm going to try that. I've not ever done this. I have some wire, some of the flower wire, simply because I don't know if I'm going to keep this as a wreath for forever. So I'm not going to hot glue it in. I'm just going to use the wires. And I wanted to do something like, I'm hoping this is in the camera where you can see it. I wanted it to do something off to the side. Like have the top here and my pieces over here, and then put these somehow further down, I think. Uh-oh. I got pieces falling out. I have to get my hot glue gun out and fix that. Alright. I want this to look like the bird's nest is nestled between two branches in a tree. Kind of something like that. Let's turn this pine cone this way because we have one going that way. Alright. Now, I'm going to wire these in, and I'm going to wire them in. Let me see, can y'all see that? Okay. I'm going to wire them. I'm trying to wire them to a back one that way. And I may have to find something else to kind of help hide these stems. I'm not sure. I may put a bow down here. Or weave some burlap through. My wire pieces could have been a little smaller too. Uh-oh. Everything's falling apart on this one. And I just bought these. I don't want to go no tighter. Let me get my handy dandy tool. It's under the table in my bag. Let me see. Does this handy dandy tool has a screwdriver, but I don't think that's going to help. Need a pair of pliers. Let's see. Has a knife. I don't think this has any pliers. Nope. Huh, it's also a wire cutter. Wow. Look at that. Sorry, y'all. I'm easily sidetracked. Let me see if this will... Let me tighten it up. I think I'd be good at tightening up wire as much fence as I've put up with my husband here lately. And in my lifetime. Alright, now I'm going to leave that like that until I know if I'm going to like this. Come on up here. Try to put one in up here somewhere too, on the same rope piece. This one will be easier to hide because it's going to be hidden by this. Hopefully, by these leaves. Darn, I thought this would be a quick tutorial, quick thing to do, but Don't you love how I just think of new stuff and just go with it without without seeing how to work it first? I have been that way my whole life. When my son was diagnosed with ADHD, he is, according to the therapist, textbook ADHD. According to the psychiatrist he had to see, he is extremely ADHD. He only misses 2 markers for he has all the markers for impulsivity, all the markers for ADD, and misses 2 markers on the ADHD part. So, but the same day he was diagnosed by the therapist looked at me and said, "Have you ever been diagnosed?" I said, "No, I'm not ADHD." He said, "Yeah, you are, Mrs. Beebe." And I was like, "Really?" And he said, "Yep, where do you think Stephen got it from?" And I was, great. So that explains a lot to me after I had to start learning about it with Stephen. We get easily distracted, and we kind of like to just fly by the seat of our pants with stuff. And that explains a lot of my crafting style, because that's kind of what I do. I don't plan it. I just sit down and go. I mean, when I'm making my album, my mini albums, I just sit down and start making. There's no plan. I don't ever write it out. So for me, it's kind of hard sometimes with the videos, because I don't write it down as I go. So when I do the next one, I have to measure what I already put in, or try to remember what I already did. Let's see if I can get that to slide down some. I want it to nest. Well, maybe I can get this one to go up some. Oh, shoot. Maybe not. I may move this up to here to help hide that. Alright, I'm going to turn this. Okay, let's get this one down as far as we can. I don't think y'all can see what I'm doing here. Let me pull the camera out a little. Maybe that'll help. Can y'all see me now? Oh, yeah, you can. Now my head will probably get in the way. Y'all have to ignore my gray hair. I decided about, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 months ago that I was going to quit dyeing it. My stepdaughter had been on to me for a while, you know, wanting me to see what it looked like, because she says it's got a lot of silver in it and that it's really pretty, and I was not ready. I'm still not sure I'm ready yet. I have dyed my hair since I saw the first gray when I was 25, and, you know, I've been dyeing my hair for 22 years. But I was looking at it one day, and I had just dyed it 2 weeks earlier, my roots, and I thought, dang, it's time to do my roots again. So I decided maybe they're right, and I should, see, how am I going to put that in? Go ahead and dye and let my hair grow out. So that's what I've been doing. And I had fairly long hair. I mean, I wore it pulled back all the time, but it was, you know, a good ways down my back. Let's see, I may be able to use this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to weave some burlap, which means I'm gonna have to figure out which one I want to use. Come on. Where I can see better. Let's see. What I've done is I've got this wire wrapped around this wire of the pine cone, and I want to kind of twist all three together. Because this pine cone came off of the bottom stem, and I want to move it anyway, so I'm just going to get it wired in real good, and then I'm going to try to position it where I want it. But it's hard to do this with these on, because they keep getting in my way of my hammer. This is my handy dandy all-purpose tool. I don't know where my husband got it, but I took it. I love it. I keep it in my scrapbooking bag, and it's always with me at crops and all. Alright. Let me see what I do with that burlap with the pearls on it. Here it is. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not, so we're just playing right now. Let's see. I leave it starting up here, because I don't think I want to do a bow. I don't think. See, just want this to weave a little, just so you see the burlap and the pearls just a little bit. And I'm gonna have to tell y'all, I am in love with this burlap with the pearls. I did the cross with this, the picture frame cross, and it just, to me, looks so, I'm going to say rustic chic, because to me that's what it looks like. Let's get this right here, because I want to hide all this. You know, I may do a partial bow down here. Oh no, I may do a whole one. Let's see. I do my bows different than anybody else. I have figured this out. But for me, this is easier, and most of the time I get a decent bow. I don't know about with this big burlap and big wire ribbon stuff, because I don't usually do these that way. But I don't want to cut this burlap, because if I don't keep it on here, then I'm going to want to be able to reuse it. Oh yeah, that's going to look good. And it's going to hide that just perfectly, those stems. right, now I'm going to wire this on. Cut this. And I'm just going to go through the back of my bow. See if y'all can see me do this. If I can find the back. Since this is 6-inch burlap. Oh my goodness. Okay, there it goes. Okay, now where do I want to put this? Because I want to position this just right. Whew, I think I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to go with this bottom one down here so that anything you see will be on the back. And you won't be able to see the wires and see that it's not attached super duper good. I don't know if y'all can see, maybe if I hold it up like this. I'm just twisting these as tight as I can. Kind of like tying up a fence. And this one I am going to trim off. And then tuck back up. Oh yeah, I love this. I need to figure out how I'm going to attach in some other places though. Let's see, maybe if I flip it over. Sorry, y'all. Camera's going all cockeyed. I hit it. Sorry. Okay. Make sure y'all can see. Alright, sorry, the camera had to move so y'all could see. I think what I'm going to do is on the back, I'm going to take some of these stems, the wire stems, and just pick areas and wire it up to this, just so that it doesn't fall and it's really attached good, since I'm not using my hot glue. These I'm just going to trim up. Well, I say I'm going to. I didn't even know this had wire cutters. This is so cool. I don't know where it came from, but y'all all got to get you one. It's cool. I love it. All right, now we have these ends that I wanted not to show. So let's wire them. I don't know if your husbands have a lariat rope laying around. We used to have like 10 or 15 of them. I don't know where they got off to. I was looking for them because there were some other things I wanted to make with one. We have this bowl and cross made out of a peach colored lariat rope. Or lariat ropes, because I'm sure it took more than one to make them. To make the bowl and the cross. But I've been wanting to try my hand at making one. And I can't find anything but this one lariat rope. But if you don't have one laying around, do not buy a brand new one. They are high dollar. If you go put an ad on Craigslist or something that you're willing to buy one, a good used one, I mean, you know, $8 you can buy a used one. At least around here you can. I don't know about where y'all live, but Around here you can buy one for about $8. All right, look at that. Just do some little placement of this down in here more, because I want these to show the most. I just want the burlap to kind of peek. Oops. I have to do something with that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'll have to cut this though. Now, how gorgeous is this? That is so, so cute. I hope y'all enjoyed learning how to do this with me. Y'all have a blessed day.